The lights coming on then. And they go out, but we wait for them to go out for the drivers here at the Circuit of the Americas, and we are underway, and it looks like a clean start off the line there from Dougie Falcons. Simons has got a great start as well. That's Peso getting swallowed up a little bit in towards turn one. Dougie Falcons challenging for the lead and takes it away from Vallu. 3 wide behind them as well, as A2, Peso, and Simons are all battling. Now it's between Peso and A2 as Simons has backed out of that particular scrap, and they're still trying to go side by side through the S's, but Peso holds on at the end. So it is Dougie Falcons who takes the race lead away. Meanwhile, AJ is looking to get past Simons, who had a great start off the line, but it's all gone wrong from him ever since turn one. He's still trying to battle around the outside of AJ, and he just about holds it against the Alfa Romeo, who now falls prey to Yane Tripkov. They might be 3 wide into turn 11 here as well, as that's Max diving up the inside. He's not shy of a scrap in the Renault, and he sends it and takes 6th position away, but they're going to be dragging each other all the way back down this straight.
Yeah, and once again, AJ falling victim to lap 1 shenanigans, losing a whole bunch of places. He's now down in PA as here comes Yane Tripkov down the inside of Max into turn 12, side by side. He's got the inside. Will he be able to find the traction? Because you can run side by side all the way from turn 12 right into the triple right-handers as Yane holds around the outside of the double right. You'll have the inside for the double left-hander, and he should be able to get the position done and dusted as the Macedonian moves up into P6. Yep, and here comes AJ round the outside of Chegwin into the braking zone for turn 12. He'll look to get the switch back, but Chegwin holds on to the position. Impossible to call them back down, and Yane's actually going to dive on into the pits.
Yeah, those tyres, he cannot hold on to them any longer, whether it's just heat or whether it's wear as well. It's the Macedonian who is going to be the first to blink in terms of a regular scheduled pit stop. JB and Sandro Van Sant have also already pitted. Now here comes AJ up the inside of Max, selling the dummy and slithering up the inside he goes. Nicely done by the Alfa Romeo, but the battle's not over yet, as Max is fighting back as they head down the hill. A 3-second penalty for Vallu further up the order as well, while AJ does manage to hold on to 6th, getting past the Renault. Now AJ has time penalties as well, as here comes Peso back up the inside of A2 UK. So the Alfa Romeo did get past the Williams a few laps ago, but couldn't gap him beyond that point. And now the Czech driver has got back past the Brits, and up into 3rd he goes. In general, thus far this season, always going for the safer optional strategy, but never mind that right now, because here comes Vallu, looking to finally pull the trigger and make the move around the outside of Dougie Falcons. Can he hold it round there? No, they can't. They bang wheels, but Dougie Falcons holds on to 1st. And back up into 7th goes A2. And there's Kenner's losing it. In the background there, Kenner's losing it under the dirty air conditions.
And here comes Chester Bennington. Simons will go defensively. He's on hard tyres. And the Mercedes is on mediums. And he is now well and truly through.
Looking to finish somewhere higher than 9th. He's looking to get past Max here. AJ's already been able to dispatch Max despite the decision to go onto hard tyres. Max fighting back here against Chegwin though. Not going to let the racing point through quite so easily as the Alfa Romeo a couple of laps ago.
Can slowly close that gap down. He's got a chance maybe even for a top 5 finishers. Here comes Chegwin down the inside of Max. They have a little bit of a love tap between wheels as Chegwin slides on through down the inside. And oh, that's a late dive from Max. Was it clean? We'll leave it to the stewards. Still side by side. Can Max look for the switchback down the inside? He will indeed. And Chegwin will try to hold it the long way. He'll have the inside now for the triple right-hander as the Racing Point and the Renault run side by side through 17, 18, 19. And oh no, Chegwin loses the back end. And he has a huge tank slapper. And he's going to have to spin his Racing Point back round. And Peso's actually closed into A2, but here comes AJ on Simons. Simons is defensive. AJ will switch to the outside and surely will sweep past the Ferrari down into turn 12. If he can keep up this pace, he might even be able to bring it under 5 seconds. Oh no, Vallu's picked up another time penalty, which means Peso is on the verge of securing P2.
Start to fall away from the Renault driver, so better make hay while the sun is shining. Better get past Owen as quickly as possible, and on the exit of turn 10 is no finer place to do it than that, that's for sure. That goes to show just how much of a grip differential there was.
Has to his mate.
Vallu, again, Peso's going to do it. Unless he picks up a penalty of his own, Vallu has thrown this one away. He's pushing so hard to try and catch up with Dougie Falcons.
Wait just a short while. Here we go then into turn 11. No, Max will slot behind. He'll get the slipstream. In fact, he's pretty much got the job done before the DRS zone even arrives.
That should be nice and easy. He does run the risk of giving a slipstream to the Racing Point down the second half of the straight as they bang wheels a little bit there. And that's Max, who should be going around the outside and just about gets ahead by the braking zone. And that leaves no option for Chegwin, who has to settle back down in 10th. Here's AJ, though, up the rear end of Chester Bennington, aka Marinkello right now. And up the inside he goes. Easy as you like. The hard tires working much better than the mediums in these final couple of laps. And AJ moves into 5th. Winner of the season, but he would be our first or our second multiple race winner of the season, and he is going to be as he comes through the final corner right now. One last challenge and he passes it with flying colors, and across the line goes the Ferrari to take the win in a straight fight with Vallu. Peso taking second position away from the Finnish driver as well. A2 UK with plenty of penalties can only manage 4th. Here comes AJ, who'll come up across the line, won't be able to inherit 4th away from A2, and in fact he'll fall down to 6th once Marinkello comes across the line to claim 5th. Further down, looks like Jane Tripkov, Chegwin, and Max, they're all involved in a pretty intensive battle right now. That's Chegwin going around the outside, and that matters. Jane Tripkov's just fallen down into 10th. He must have made a mistake on the final lap here. You can see him wagging his tail on the exit of 19. Jane, with a disastrous final lap, loses 2 more positions and sinks down into 10th. Chegwin will claim 8th. Owen AK even will take both Max and Tripkov on penalties. So Owen moves up into 9th. Jane Tripkov,
he had a puncture.
11th.
He had a puncture. I think I saw one of the tires somewhat deflated. Look at the front right puncture for the Haas on the final lap.